Amongst others, caught up with him as he prepared for his first home game in charge.
He was something of a surprise package when he took over from Neil Adams 8 days ago. In fact, if you search his name on the internet, an estate agent and a Scottish politician come up before him. So, what do we know about the new Norwich City manager? He was born in the same southeast suburb of Glasgow as the legendary Manchester United manager Sir Matt Busby. He spent 4 seasons playing in the Championship with Barnsley in the early 2000s. And at Hamilton Academical, he was twice promoted to the Scottish top flight. Once as a member of their midfield alongside James's MacArthur and McCarthy, and again last season in his first full campaign as a player-manager. I'm all ears. Where were you? What were you doing when you heard of Norwich's interest?
I was watching Hamilton under-20s and the chairman was just sitting right next to me. Got a phone call and I actually thought he was taking the mick out of me when he came over to start with and says, I've just had interest from Norwich, they're interested in speaking to you. So, and then it just sort of, it was a bit of a whirlwind 2 or 3 days from there. Everything's pretty much the same, it's just on a bigger scale. You get to the sort of nuts and bolts of it, it's 11v11, the same, the pitch is the same, you've got your bibs, your markers, your cones, you get the lads training, you get them prepared. And to be honest, what happens in the pitch is the most important thing.
Well, with your Scottish international credentials, I'd expect you to know a little bit about the new gaffer, but were the boys all tapping you and trying to get little bits of information about it?
Yeah, I think between me and Wicks we knew enough. I think there was a few asking a few questions, but he's done a great job at Hamilton. We're aware of that, and you know, he brings, in a short space of time, he got a good bit of experience there, and he's done a fantastic job. So he comes with a real freshness.
I think first impressions are really important. So I think you've got to be clear in what you're looking for. And you've got to be sort of approachable but relatively firm so they know exactly where you stand. So I think we set the stall out pretty well, and it's, to be fair, it's moved on since then and everybody so far's got on well.
Yeah, well, we know why it's moved on, don't we? Because a certain somebody sort of intervened when he was going to be watching and dropped in with 30 minutes to go last week at Bournemouth.
Just come down and make sure I lend a hand and just sort of point a few things out that I think needed sort of tweaking, if you like, to give us the best chance of getting a result. And thankfully for me and the team, a wee bit of quality in the end sort of stole it for us. We're 3 points off the playoffs before the Bournemouth game. Now we're only 1, which is great, and we're only 8 points off the top as well. So there's not wholesale changes to be done.
I think it'll be good for us. I think, you know, we've got some real good coaches here, Mike Phelan and Gary Holt, and then obviously with the gaffer coming in and being a leader, then I think it only bodes well. And I'm really confident it's going to work, and hopefully we'll achieve what we want come the end of the season.
The bottom line is, I've got no fear whatsoever. You know, I'm 33, I'm managing Norwich City, and I was at Hamilton, just more than a week ago. So, nah, the bottom line is, the way I look at it, I'm going to go for it, give it my best shot.
Now, the most important question of all, has Delia had you round for tea yet?
Not yet, but I'll be looking forward to it. So, nah, I've met her, very, very nice, made me feel really welcome. So I'm hoping that I can make her happy between now and the end of the season, hopefully kick us up the league.